All right, good evening, YouTube. It's been a minute. I know I said I was going to do this more regularly, and I haven't. But anyway, I'm glad to be back. This is Job. We're going to do Job 16, 17, and 18. No, I did not read it ahead of time, okay? And as I've said in my other videos, yes, it's 42 chapters, but I'm going to take my time, so I hope that you all are patient. Anyway, this gives us some time to kind of absorb what we've read. All right, what we've gone over so far. But let's get into chapter 16. The last thing chapter 15 was Job's mouth condemns him. Basically, his friend was telling him he put his foot in his mouth. But let's move on. Job 16. Job calls his friends miserable comforters. All right, let's see. Okay. Then Job answered and said, I have heard many such things. Miserable comforters are ye all. Shall vain words have an end? Or what emboldeneth thee that thou answerest? I also could speak as you do, if your soul were in my soul's stead. I could heap up words against you and shake mine head at you, but I would strengthen you with my mouth, and the moving of my lips should assuage your grief. Let's see what assuage, the other word for assuage, what it means here. Relief, basically. Okay, so basically he's saying, y'all, what kind of friends are y'all? What kind of comfort is this? I think that's pretty obvious, okay? Miserable, comforters are you, okay? Are you all? Okay, your words are vain, and you keep going on and on and on. Shall vain words have an end? Or what emboldeneth thee that thou answerest? How bold of you all. Well, what is fueling you all to say these types of things to me? I could also speak as you do. I could talk like you, all right? If you all were in my situation, I could say the same things to you, okay? In other words, what if you were in my shoes? Would you want me to say the things that you're saying to me? Would you want me to say those things to you, okay? But I wouldn't do that. I would strengthen you with my words and comfort you, okay, to relieve your grief. But let's move on. Job laments his situation. Though I speak, my grief is not assuaged, and though I forbear, what am I eased? But now he hath made me weary. Thou hast made desolate all my company, and thou hast filled me with wrinkles, which is a witness against me, and my leanness rising up in me beareth witness to my face. He teareth me in his wrath, who hateth me. He gnasheth upon me with his teeth. Mine enemy sharpeneth his eyes upon me. They have gaped upon me with their mouth. They have smitten me upon the cheek reproachfully. They have gathered themselves together against me. God hath delivered me to the ungodly, and turned me over into the hands of the wicked. I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck, and shaken me to pieces, and set me up for his mark. His archers compass me round about. He cleaveth my reins asunder, and doth not spare. He poureth out my gall upon the ground. He breaketh me with breach upon breach. He runneth upon me like a giant. He is basically saying, look at what God is doing. God is just tearing me apart, okay? He's heaping this grief upon me. He's done these things to me, okay? And y'all have not done anything to offer me any comfort in any way, shape, or form. Okay, the last part of the chapter, Job defends his innocence. I have sewed sackcloth upon my skin, and defiled my horn in the dust. My face is foul with weeping, and on my eyelids is the shadow of death. Not for any injustice in mine hands. Also my prayer is pure. O earth, cover not thou my blood, and let my cry have no place. Also now, behold, my witness is in heaven, and my record is on high. My friends scorn me, but my eye poureth out tears unto God. Oh, that one might plead for a man with God, as a man pleadeth for his neighbor. When a few years are to come, then I shall go the way whence I shall not return. Basically, he's saying, look, listen, I don't care what you all say, okay? I am innocent. I have not done anything. Okay, and this is an injustice what has been done to me. My prayer is pure. I have been pure, okay, but my quote unquote friends scorn me. All right, now let's look at Job chapter 17. God makes Job a byword. I'm not quite sure what that means here, okay, but we're just gonna move on and see. All right. My breath is corrupt. My days are extinct. The graves are ready for me. Okay, it's kind of funny because when you really listen to it, it's like he's really feeling sorry for himself. And I mean, it's not funny. I mean, he has that right to with what we understand and what we know has happened to him. All right. Are there not mockers with me? And doth not my eye continue in their provocation? He's talking about this, grief and this. He's lamenting and talking about the grief that God has brought upon him. All right, and here I got wicked folk among me. Mockers. You're mocking me in my situation. His friends. Lay down now. Put me in a surety with thee. Who is he that will strike hands with me? For thou hast hid their heart from understanding. Therefore shalt thou not exalt them. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. He hath made me also a byword of the people, and aforetime I was a tabret, or Tabret, tabret maybe, or tabret. I think it's tabret. Okay. Mine eye also is dim by reason of sorrow, and all my members are as a shadow. Upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. All right, interesting. Okay, upright men, just like myself, are shall be not astonished, astonished. Okay, at this. Okay, thy righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. But as for you all, do ye return and come now, for I cannot find one wise man among you. Whoa, okay. My days are past, my purposes are broken off, even the thoughts of my heart. They change the night into day. The light is short because of darkness. If I wait, the grave is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness. I have said to corruption, thou art my father. To the worm, thou art my mother and my sister. And where now is my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit. When our rest together is in the dust. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try to see what this. I'm not quite clear here about the byword aspect. So I'm going to look the word up to see if I can get an understanding, because there are no notes at all for chapter 17. God makes Job a byword. Hold on. And if I don't, then, we'll just move on, with what we have. I think it's clear what he's saying here. Basically, okay, a person or thing cited as notorious, okay, an outstanding example or embodiment of something. So in other words, he's basically saying that God has made, him an example of something, but he's still proclaiming his innocence. So, men like myself who were upright, now I said astonished. It says astonished. I'm going to look that word up too. Okay, hold on, please. Astonished, I think, is the pronunciation. To be taken by surprise. Okay. All right. So astonished would work. Okay, but upright man shall be astonished at this. He's making, he feels as God has made him an example here. Okay, to see that just because you're upright does not mean that, you won't be challenged here. All right, or treated, kind of quote unquote treated this way by God. All right, but let's move on. Chapter 18. Here's Bildad's second speech. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, how long will it be ere ye make an end of words? Mark, and afterwards we will speak. Wherefore are we counted as beasts and reputed vile in your sight? Sounds like it, He's at, look, you calling us mockers and wicked men, and there's no wisdom in us. Is this how you looking at us? He teareth himself in anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee, and shall the rock be removed out of his place? Yea, Okay, like you really feeling sorry for yourself, and you saying all of these things, about us and about your situation and about what God is doing to you. Okay, and what's that going to do? Because it sounds like you're tearing us down. So what is that going to do? Is that going to change anything? In other words, is that going to change your situation? Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Wait a minute. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. Okay? Wow. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished, here again, at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. Whoa, okay, so this is what's going to happen, Bildad is saying, to the wicked, to those that don't know God. There shall be no remembrance of you. But we kind of know that's not true, okay? But let's read, I want to read the notes here, okay? That we have for chapter 18. Oh, it's only one paragraph. Okay, let's see. In his second address to Job, Bildad again sharply rebukes Job. He's rebuking him. You are wicked. This is why you're in your situation. And this is what's going to happen to you. Okay? You won't be remembered. Okay? Referring to his words, and you don't know God. Okay? Let's get back to it. Referring to his words as ravings, and predicts that Job, as a hardened sinner, will surely see the destruction if he does not repent. His picture is bleak and hopeless, painted with vivid metaphors. All right? That's what we got. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna make another video, okay, to move on. But I want to keep it at 3 chapters each. All right. Wow. I really like this. Like reading it. It is so like the imagery and the way they're speaking to one another. It just sounds like some kind of like epic poetry or something like that. But nevertheless, y'all be blessed. Y'all look up Kenyatta's Intuition if you like a reading. And you'll see, kenyattasintuition.com if you want a reading or anything, or you can contact me at kenyattasintuition@yahoo.com. Y'all be blessed. Peace.